Welcome to the Future Family Network, where every child's melody matters. We help families raise children who lead the future instead of following it. Before we get started, don't forget to like, follow, share this message, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Let's jump in. In our last episode, we talked about the power of affirmation and how our voices often become our children's inner voices. Today, I want to continue that conversation because one of the greatest challenges facing families today is teaching children whose voice matters most. Children today are growing up in a world filled with followers, likes, comments, and shares. Many parents are juggling multiple responsibilities. They're working, running businesses, caring for aging parents, managing households, and simply trying to keep everything together. Sometimes, because of life's demands, we naturally look for healthy places where our children can belong. We enroll them in after-school programs, community organizations, sports, youth groups, or other activities because we want them surrounded by positive influences. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Community matters, mentors matter, healthy friendships matter, but here's the danger we sometimes overlook. Those outside voices can never become a child's primary source of identity. They cannot become the voice children depend on most. Think about what happens if we teach children to constantly chase approval from everyone around them. What happens when the applause stops? What happens when friends walk away? What happens when social media engagement drops? What happens when a coach doesn't choose them? What happens when they don't make the team? What happens when someone else gets the promotion, the scholarship, or the recognition? If a child's identity has been built entirely upon outside affirmation, disappointment can become devastating. It becomes like an addiction. Children begin chasing another compliment, another award, another notification, another like, another follower, another moment of approval. Instead of discovering who they are, they begin performing for acceptance. That's exhausting. As parents, caregivers, educators, and mentors, we have an incredible opportunity to interrupt that cycle. We can help children understand something that may be one of the greatest lessons they'll ever learn. The most important voice they will ever hear is their own. Not because they should ignore wisdom from others, not because mentors don't matter, not because correction isn't valuable, but because eventually every child reaches a moment where no one else is standing beside them. At some point, they have to decide, who am I? What do I believe? What kind of person do I want to become? When that moment comes, we want them speaking life over themselves. We want them remembering the truth. We want them remembering the affirmations planted over years of intentional parenting, because the world will always have opinions. Social media will always have trends. Culture will always have something new demanding attention. But children who know who they are become much harder to manipulate. They become much harder to pressure. They become much harder to convince that their value depends on public opinion. One of the greatest gifts we can give our children is teaching them that they don't have to become someone else to belong. They don't have to compromise their values to fit in. They don't have to trade their identity for popularity. They don't have to surrender their voice just because someone else's voice is louder. Instead, they can confidently say, "This is who I am. This is what I believe. This is the life I'm building." That's confidence. That's identity. That's freedom. And that's exactly what we want for the next generation. In our next episode, we're going to shift our attention toward being proactive. We'll talk about lessons we should have learned from the pandemic, why balance matters more than ever, and how parents can prepare children to thrive in the rapidly changing world of AI and automation before the future arrives. Before we close, I'd love to hear from you. How are you helping the children in your life build confidence from the inside out instead of depending on outside approval? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story could encourage another family navigating these same challenges. Thanks for rocking with us. If this encouraged, inspired, or made you smile, be sure to like this video. Follow, subscribe to our channel, and share this message with someone who loves helping children thrive. If you'd like more practical ideas to help your child discover their unique gifts, build confidence, and thrive in today's world, download our free Protect Their Song Starter Guide using the link below. It's filled with simple tools and activities your family can start using today. Thanks for joining us. Our resources are designed with your family in mind.